The media, including some in the conservative media, really don't like a new song that went viral. Let's find out why. But first, welcome to my vidcast, Studio Jake, where I talk about all things pop culture. I would really appreciate it if you would like this video, share it out, leave me a comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscriptions, so every single person who joins in really helps me out. All right, so if you're clicking on this video, you might already know the story of Oliver Anthony. He was, a blue collar worker in Virginia, and he decided to write a folk song and put it on YouTube, and it instantly went viral. It's called Richmond, North of Richmond, and it's just about the woes of the common man in Bidenomics and Biden's America. And it is a truly moving, passionate song, and I highly recommend you go listen to it. Now, it is PG-13. It has some foul language, so don't listen to it with the kids on, but definitely go check it out. Join in. Well, the media definitely seems intent on destroying this. And what's interesting is there's some conservative outlets who are joining in. So this is something I've complained about on other podcasts and on this vidcast, is conservatives, particularly elite conservatives, when they whine about, the state of pop culture or culture in general, but then they do nothing about it. Now, there's those of us who do. I write fantasy novels. I write short stories on my locals page. My friend C.S. Johnson and Lou Aguilar, they're both novelists. My friend Paul Rowland just directed and starred in his own film, which you can watch for free on YouTube. It's called Exemplin. Again, PG-13, but a really good film for you to enjoy. And this guy, Oliver Anthony, is joining in with music. Of course, I would be remiss if I didn't mention Sledge X, my man Zoe, and his project from Bronze Serpent Media, where he covers popular rock songs. Definitely check him out, and especially if you're looking for musical alternatives. But in regards to Oliver Anthony in particular, he went insanely viral. And what's so crazy is that it's not really a news story, except that they want to bring him down. And this is just so typical of everyone involved here. Now, I'm going to start out with the National Review, who I used to widely respect. I used to read the National Review every time it came out. I was a subscriber. I unsubscribed when I went to college because I needed that money, but I definitely enjoyed it. I would pick it up every chance I got. Fantastic articles at the time. But then around 2012, there was this weird shift in the magazine, and it's slowly gotten worse. And and you can tell this by this article by Mark Antonio Wright, where he says, Oliver Anthony's fuzzy lament. Last week, Oliver Anthony's Richmond from north of Richmond went supernova. In a world full of national pop, country sludge, Anthony sings with an authentic passion, and many people are instantly taken with his raw and raspy voice. Okay, so he describes the song a little bit. And then he says, after he describes the song, he says, my brother in Christ, you live in the United States of America in 2023. If you're a fit, able-bodied man and you're working overtime hours for BS pay, you need to find a new job. There's plenty of them out there, jobs that don't require a college degree, that offer good pay, especially in this tight labor market, and great benefits, especially if you're willing to get your hands dirty by doing things like joining the Navy, turning wrenches, fixing pipes, laying pipes, or 100 other jobs, through which American men can still make a great living. And then he goes, and then the condescension really ratchets. I wish Oliver Anthony the best, and I'll give his next single a listen, but he should consider singing about what makes America a great land, a land of opportunity, not of guaranteed success. What bull malarkey. I've never seen this guy write an article complaining about any other of music from people who, are on the left of music. But no, he wants to go after this guy just for clicks. And the National Review should be incredibly embarrassed by this. I feel bad for their editor, Rich Lowry. Where do they find these guys? So then, which I think it's funny because they quickly put that article behind a paywall. It was free originally, but the cowards ran away. So then he writes a follow-up article because he got so much backlash, and it's just another huge whine fest. And other people were piling on, writing articles, just debunking what he's saying, because what Mark Wright wrote was complete nonsense. And then he says, it's not condescending to speak the truth. He goes through a little backlash. I'm not from DC, I live in Oklahoma. It doesn't matter where you are. Elitist condescension happens all the time. And my pal Christian Toto over at HollywoodandToto.com, he doesn't specifically reference that disastrous National Review article, but he just notes how quiet the entertainment industry, news outlets are about it, or if they are mentioning it, just how they're just trying to savage it. So he says, pretend you're an entertainment journalist. There's a new singer on the scene who has no agent, recording label, or marketing muscle behind him. He's a virtual unknown, but by the power of social media, his music explodes on the iTunes charts. He lands not one, but two, but three songs in the top 10 as a literal overnight sensation. His music dominates on social media too, but his first live performance since his career ignited draws a sizable crowd. He just joined X, formerly known as Twitter, and now has more than 300K followers. Worth a story? No, it gets better. So then he talks about the guy's song, Oliver Anthony's song, and he says, well, if you work for Variety, The Hollywood Reporter, Deadline, or TheWrap.com, you don't even bother. Those entertainment sites are ignoring the stunning rise of Oliver Anthony, a Virginia resident whose song Richmond, North of Richmond, went viral mere days ago. Billboard begrudgingly covered Anthony's rise, while both TMZ and Rolling Stone found the most newsworthy element of his song is that conservative influencers are sharing his music. So, golly, the media are just ridiculous. And so skipping ahead, I'm not going to read the so he posted a couple of updates where Variety finally covers it, and how the Spectator went after Rolling Stone for their terrible coverage of it, and everything in between. And this just shows the ridiculousness of the situation. You've got some in the media, including some on the right-wing media, attacking him for no reason. He just wrote a song and it went viral, but you don't like it because you want your pinky out. And then you have the media ignoring it. The mainstream media is, of course, doing the worst of all, attacking him for no reason. And it is really disheartening. But this just shows why the public doesn't like the media anymore. It is embarrassing how they come up with this nonsense, how they put people in a trap, and then do everything they can to sabotage a guy who just wrote a song about what he's going through in life. It is inspiring that Oliver Anthony did something so great, but nonetheless, whether you be in the right-wing media, you're clearly jealous of him, or if you're in the left-wing media, you either want to smear him or pretend he doesn't exist. And only in the middle do we find guys like me who think the song was good, that it echoed the call, that it was kind of a lament, and that touches people's souls. And sometimes laments need to touch people's souls because, yes, it's true, America is a land of opportunity, but sometimes it's more opportunistic for Democrat mega donors and rich New York-funded conservatives who claim to live in Oklahoma. But either way, I wish Oliver Anthony the best, and I really hope that his music career takes off and that we hear more amazing music from him. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up, that you'll leave me a comment and tell me what you think, that you'll share it out with your friends, and of course, consider subscribing to StudioJake. I cover all kinds of nerd and pop culture topics, including film, television, anime, comic books, and so much more. I hope that you'll also head over to my main website, StudioJakeMedia.com, where I have even more news, views, and commentary Also, if you'd like to support the channel, head over to my locals page. That's studiojakemedia.locals.com. It's the best way to support me. I'm trying to build a little community there. I have exclusive reviews and articles, so definitely head over there and check it out. And I'll see you next time, right here on Studio Jake.